Alright, I'm here with a brand new pickup video showing off stuff I picked up recently. This is probably one of my greatest pickup videos to date. Definitely like top 3. I can't think if there's anything that beats this one, but I'm sure there is at some point. Really excellent pickups these last couple days. So I'm going to just get right started here. First I'll start off with new releases. Go into a older Goodwill find that I should have showed off a while ago. I'll go into a really good lot that I picked up, and then I will go into all my Amiibos that I picked up, because I know a lot of people might not want to see that. So I'll pick up new releases, of course, Splatoon. Having a lot of fun with Splatoon. I also picked up the Amiibo 3-pack that comes with the boy, the girl, or the squid, and the girl. These Amiibo are really nice. They look really nice, actually. I like them a lot. A lot of detail, look really colorful. These squid's eyes are like piercing. But yeah, I'm having a blast with Splatoon. Definitely recommend it if you have a Wii U, and if not, you should totally pick up a Wii U, because the Wii U is a great system. They have the Splatoon bundle at Best Buy right now. If you grab it, if you want to get a Wii U, grab the Splatoon bundle at Best Buy. Also, a couple of the really good games on Wii U are like $10 off at Best Buy right now, like Smash Brothers is, Mario Kart 8 is, Mario Party 10 is. So if you want a Wii U, now's the time to get one. Splatoon's out now. Lots of good games. Definitely recommend a Wii U. Definitely recommend Splatoon. I'm having a lot of fun with it, though. The single player is a ton of fun, and I didn't really expect much out of it, and then the multiplayer is a good time. So here's an older Goodwill find. Just kind of randomly found these at Goodwill. I usually don't find anything at. Complete in box copy of The Last Starfighter for NES. Always pick up boxed NES games if I can. Genesis copy of Asterix in the Great Rescue. There's like an Asterix game for the Game Boy Advance that's pretty graphically impressive. It's like a 3D platformer that runs on the Game Boy Advance. It's kind of cool. Don't know anything about this one. I know it's like a French cartoon, or I know somewhere in Europe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And this one was pretty cool. It's called Sol Dice. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But this is a shoot 'em up, and I didn't know anything about this, but this is actually a pretty, rare, I would even say rare game. Not too many listings on eBay. It's around like a $50 game or so that was kind of a cool find. Next I'll show the stuff that I got in a really good lot. This video was filmed a couple days before, so you're going to notice that my shelf had changed, because I actually put a new shelf in this room finally. So the layout around here is going to have changed. And then after that, it's going to change back when I show the Amiibo stuff. Alright, here's the most notable stuff I picked up this week. Was a deal with a family friend, I guess, where, he was like, he found out the hard way by coming into my basement that I do like games and collect games. So he was like, yeah, I still have all my game stuff at home from when I was younger, and I don't really, want it. I don't really want to have to deal with it or move it or anything. So he sold it to me. First he showed it to us, and then I threw out an offer about the same day. Later that day, we contacted him and sent out him an offer, and he took it up. So I'll tell you what I paid for at the end. Paid more than I usually do on lots, but I mean, you got to pay for quality like this, and I'll get a lot of my money back. So I was really happy with this lot. I'll go through the system box first. There's lots of... I guess first thing is this dumb Microsoft PC controller that literally looks like the worst thing ever. This was back before people just used the 360. Just use the 360 controller for PC gaming. So I guess with the systems, got a N64 with the expansion pack. Good shape, just the regular gray. Has the cables, so it's all good there. Has cables. No cables or controller. Well, I guess, yeah, the 64 does have controllers too, real quick. It has the standard, just gray one. And then it has, if I can find it, it has this color. I'm not sure what this color is. I don't think I have this controller, and the sticks are pretty nice, so that's cool. Didn't have a controller or cables, but he gave us a Dreamcast. He said he had some games back at home that he didn't grab. So if we can grab those, he said he's willing to sell them to us as well. Even if it's, not the best stuff, which I don't think it is, because he has some pretty good taste in games. Even if it's not the best stuff, still trying to fill in gaps in the Dreamcast collection, because I'm going for a complete collection. So that was nice. Oh, And the last system here was a Super Nintendo. Pretty nice, not too yellow or anything. A little yellowing around the controller ports, but other than that, looks pretty good. So I'm happy with that. The Super Nintendo had 2 controllers. I'm not going to bother. I believe it had all the cables. Not going to bother showing it, but, I'm not going to lie about that. Probably the coolest part about that lot was the games. He had pretty good taste in games, like all the essentials. So, I definitely filled in a lot of my collection that I was missing, both for Super Nintendo. Mainly, it's mostly Super Nintendo. A couple 64 games as well. But, I'll go through them now. A couple NES games, actually. Top Gun, which everyone knows this Top Gun game's awful. He even said, that game was hard, I didn't like that one. And then, Ninja Gaiden, which I did not have. So, I'm excited to add that one to the collection. Also, just a random Mario Tennis box. Second pickup video in a row where I get just the box for Mario Tennis. Well, actually, it had a manual, too. He had all the manuals for these games. But, unfortunately, all the manuals were all in here, and the inserts were... He ripped out the inserts, I guess, when he was younger, and stuffed all his 64 manuals in there. So, that was a shame, but... Oh, well. I have a box for Mario Tennis, and now I have the manual, which I did not have, and the game, which I did not have. So now I have a complete set of this game. Got a complete copy of this game, I should say, and so that's exciting for me. Go for the rest of the 64 stuff here. Beetle Adventure Racing and manual. Actually a pretty fun racing game. I like it a lot. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, which I'm kind of going for a complete set for 64 as well, so whatever I can get, I grab. Pretty good one here. GoldenEye and the manual, so that's awesome. I already have GoldenEye, and I already have the manual because I have it in box. I just need another box because that one's player's choice. Kind of a weird one. 007, The World Is Not Enough. And manual, which this game is first-person shooter like GoldenEye. It was put out by EA. But one thing this game has over GoldenEye is that it has multiplayer with bots, which GoldenEye really needed. I wish GoldenEye had that. And, let's see. Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. I don't think there's a manual there, but who cares. And the best one of the 64 games by far, and one I didn't have, so I'm excited to add to the collection. Mario Party 1 and the manual. So I'm really excited about this one because I did not have the first Mario Party, and I'm trying to get them all. Going to the bulk of the sale here, which is Super Nintendo games. Really solid collection of Super Nintendo games. So I'm really excited about this one. So I'll start off Lion King, which is a really hard game. I used to have that for the Genesis when I was a kid. I don't know where my copy of it is now. I don't know what I did with it. That game was really hard, though. It was brutal. Scooby-Doo Mystery. And the manual, I don't know if it's originally black and white or this is a reprint. And this was made by Sunsoft, so it might actually be pretty decent. Moving along here. You always have to have... Always got to have Super Mario World, and I did not have the manual. So, good to have the manual, I guess. Really good one here. I already have it, though. Donkey Kong Countries 2, Diddy's Kong Quest. And the manual. Manual's a little water damaged, or... Nah, not water damaged, it's a little beat up, but... it's alright. I'm going to save that one for last. Shoot, did I not bring it down? Oh yeah, I did bring it down. Whole Mario Paint set here with the mouse, the game, the mouse pad, and the manual. Have all this stuff already. I might not have the manual. I have to check. I have all this stuff already, so I think I'm just gonna sell this. Mine's not as yellow as this, and mine's in the box actually. Found a box at a garage sale for $2 one day. So, real gem of the lot. NBA Live '97 and manual. I'll still add it to the collection though. Kind of just collect anything and everything for the Super Nintendo. It's always fun to just mess around. Good one. I don't think I have F-Zero, so F-Zero with the manual. Oops. Like dropped my camera there. Another not so great one in there, but still not bad. Super Play Action Football. You know, I'll still take it, I guess. I mean, you're gonna get a lot with a couple duds, you know. It's alright. There's also another manual for Super Play Action Football, which is like this playbook thing. So that's kind of neat. Cool to have like both manuals. I mean, now in modern games you don't get any manuals. Batman Returns, which is a really solid beat 'em up. I like that game a lot. And the manual, and I love this manual art. It's so good. I don't know like what this is styled after or anything, but this manual art, like, that rules. I love that art a lot. Really cool Batman drawing. But yeah, Batman Returns, not Begins, Returns is a really good beat 'em up. So I'd recommend that one. X-Men Mutant Apocalypse by Capcom. So that might be pretty good. And of course manual. Let me finish the last one. I'm gonna say the best one for last, and then there was a couple that didn't have manuals. So this is the last one with a manual. Animaniacs, which Konami did. Konami, one of the Animaniacs games by Konami is supposed to be pretty good, the 16-bit era. So I'll have to check that out. A couple of them that don't have manuals. Before I show the best one, Wolverine, Adamantium Rage. LJN game, so I'm not sure how well that's going to be. Mickey's Challenge, or what is this called? I can't read it. Mickey's Ultimate Challenge. I used to have this game as a kid on the Genesis as well. I don't know where my copy of that went. WWF Super WrestleMania. Emmett Smith Football. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is actually supposed to be a pretty good beat 'em up as well. And the real winner of the lot here, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, with manual. Super excited to grab this one. I don't have this. Really excited to finally add it to the collection. It's supposed to be really awesome, so I'm really excited to have that. And a lot of these I'm really excited to have. Pretty solid Super Nintendo lot to fill in a bunch of gaps in my collection. Almost forgot about this little thing at the bottom of the box. Nintendo 64 Pocket Power Guide. This is awesome. I mean, Banjo's on it, Fox, Link, Donkey Kong. This is a really awesome little book, and it just has, I think, like cheat codes and stuff, or not cheat codes, just tips. And this is just not stuff you really see anymore, but this is really cool. I love stuff like that. So that's it for that lot right there. Alright, after that really cool lot, coming back a couple days later now, since that was filmed a while ago. Here are the Goodwill finds that I picked up. This was an absolutely incredible find. We were out, we didn't go to the flea market or garage sales that day, just didn't feel like I had some work to do. We had to go to the hardware store, and there is a Goodwill next to this hardware store, so we decided to hit it up. Stack of 64 games. And we decided to look at it. They also had some Super Nintendo games, but they were crap. We were expecting crap out of the Super Nintendo. I mean, out of the 64 games as well. First one was Madden 64. Second one was Wailea. And then the third one was the yellow cartridge, but I never get my hopes up for Donkey Kong. I always think it's going to be Tony Hawk. But it was actually Donkey Kong, and I'm like, oh, I'll pick that up, right? And it was not a price I was going to pay. It was $15, and since that's a $15 game, I'm not going to pay that at Goodwill. But did find an incredible find there. Right under that Donkey Kong was, of course, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Still can't believe it. Swooped that one up as soon as I saw it and said, yeah, I'll be grabbing that one. I already have Conker in the box, actually, but, you know, obviously very sought-after game, very valuable. And I only paid $6 for it. If that'll zoom, it's not going to zoom. I paid $6 for it. It was put out just the day that I went there. $6 is a little bit steep at a Goodwill for a cartridge N64 game. Not too steep for a lot of games, though. Conker's definitely one of them. That was an excellent, excellent find. Probably one of my best single game finds. It definitely is my best single game find at the Goodwill. I found some pretty solid 64 lots there, but that's definitely my best single find there. As well as I also picked up, it was at the bottom of the stack, Bomberman Hero for $6, because I like Bomberman. I didn't have this one. This is, yeah, $6 as well. I had some rental stickers on it, so probably have to just switch this back out, but pick up Bomberman. I was going to pick up one other game, because it was like a $16 game, but it was a racing game, and I didn't want to pay $6 for it there. So I just grabbed Conker. Oh, the ice cream truck's like going on outside. Okay. So that was an awesome find, one of my best finds to date. And now I am going to show off the Amiibos that I got. Amiibo is the plural of Amiibo, actually. So, start out, I had a plan, like, days before in which my dad went to one Target by himself to get the two that you're allowed to get, and then I go to one by myself to get them. So he woke up a little earlier than I did and left to go to that Target and wait outside because he's cool. And then I left about 5:15 or closer to 5:30 and headed over to Target by myself and just, you know, waited in line for 2 hours. The rule was 2 Amiibo total, and I guess that was fine with me. So I got the Target exclusive Jigglypuff and a Silver Mario. That was my plan of getting those two. Since I knew there was only going to be 2 per person, that was my plan. As well as my dad got the Jigglypuff and a Silver Mario. With Amiibo, I collect 2 of the characters I really like, and then 2 of the rare figures. And I thought Jigglypuff was going to be rare because it was a store exclusive. They had a lot of Jigglypuff at the Targets though, so I'm not sure. They had a lot of Jigglypuff at my Target, but and I think they had a lot at a similar number at my dad's, the Target he went to. So yeah, got one open and one sealed. That's what I'm doing with a lot of the characters I like a lot. I did the pre-orders at GameStop, the ones that were really terrible. They were the web in-store. They said be there at 2 or whatever, and we'll get you all your stuff pre-ordered that you want. You can only do it in-store though. I didn't get to leave until like 3:45 though, because of how awful it was. But I was like second in line or something, so I did get a pre-order on all the figures. So I got a Wario. Only got one Wario because I assumed he'd be common. Hurry Up is on his back, the back of his jacket. This is a pretty nice figure. I got a Pac-Man, and then at Toys R Us I got a Pac-Man to keep sealed because I love Pac-Man. I love this happy, like 3D Smash Brothers Pac-Man, just glad to be in the fight. Great stuff. I got let me see. I got one Charizard. Not a big Pokemon guy, and I thought Charizard would probably be common, so I didn't care too much to get 2. I got the little fire. This is a nice figure too. It's heavy. Wings are nice. There's a little flame coming from his thing, because if he doesn't have the flame, he dies. I think that's it. I saw that in some of the anime of Pokemon. And then I got a Lucina from that, which I opened. I really love Fire Emblem Awakening. It's like top 10 favorite games for me. Awesome game. I got one, I got a sealed one too that I'm keeping sealed. Went to Best Buy right after Target. No one was hitting Best Buy because everyone was going to Toys R Us or GameStop because they have exclusives and they open at the same time as Best Buy. So I was lucky enough to get there like first, and only like 5 people showed up. So I got a Lucina to keep for myself, and then a Lucina to open and display on the shelf. I also got a Robin from GameStop that I opened, and then Robin from Best Buy that I'm going to keep sealed. Once again, love Fire Emblem Awakening. I got Robin and Lucina and the Splatoon 3-pack at Best Buy when I waited out there for like 2 hours. And the cool thing about Best Buy is I have their Gamers Club unlocked, so the Splatoon 3-pack was only like $27, and both Amiibo were only like $10.50 or something like that after the discount. So if you're not a member of Best Buy's Gamer Club Unlocked, definitely sign up for it. It's $30 for 2 years, and you get 20% off all new games and Amiibo, and I think like Skylander figures. I don't really collect those. Also at Target, also at GameStop pre-orders, I got NES, which I'm just going to keep sealed. Luckily, the other ones that I opened, their boxes weren't in the best of shape. Luckily, NES is pretty okay. Yeah, I'm going to say right now that I think NES is the rarest figure, just because GameStop did really badly and got like 2 per store. They really botched the NES launch. This one's still not in perfect shape, and the little plastic's a little off, but it's still not like straight. But yeah, they really botched the NES launch. But I'm glad I got one with the pre-order, because NES is awesome. Earthbound is great. So really cool. You don't get like little figurines of NES. You don't get them of really any of these any Nintendo characters. I think that's why Amiibo is so big. So that one's nice. Hopefully they'll put more out in the future, because yeah, GameStop's only got like 2 per store, and that's absolutely terrible. It's not good stock at all. And then finally here for the Amiibo, I got pre-order for a Greninja at Toys R Us before I knew that they were going to be such hugely in stock. My Toys R Us must have gotten 120 to 150, and I got a sealed one too. Just thought, have the Toys R Us, not just Toys R Us, just have the exclusives, one open, one sealed. I didn't know what Greninja was until Smash Bros. Because I knew like Froakie or whatever. I think he comes from Froakie. I don't know, but it's a cool figure, I guess. So that's cool. And that's it for my pickups this week. Really good one. That Conquer find was insane. Lots of cool Amiibo. My wallet is like drained because of Amiibo. So that Conquer should be a pretty good recouper for my funds. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. And that lot's really good too. That lot really filled in a lot of the holes in my collection. So I'd like to thank you for watching, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment telling me what you've picked up lately. If you picked up Splatoon, if you picked up any Amiibo, or if you picked up any new releases, or any old releases, really. I just like to read the comments. I read all of them, even if I don't respond. And, yep, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.